Aries, you're not losing your feelings when it comes to connection, you're losing your patience. So let's see exactly what has your patience on thin ice, as well as what happens when you stop tolerating less than what you deserve. So this is for my Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, as well as Venus. If you're just a personal reading, check link in the bio because you know your girl does them. Go ahead and like, follow, and share this with another Aries. But let's talk a little bit more, okay? Let's talk a little bit more here. So what I have for you is the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. And so what you're really losing your patience on is that you're feeling as though you guys are not on one accord. You're feeling as though you each want different lifestyles. You guys both want different things overall. You may be ready to like jump into this relationship and see where this can go, and the other person, they're going a little bit slower. Or maybe you're like, hey, I want to have a family. The other person's like, I don't ever want to have a family. There's something where you guys are conflicting in regards to what you're wanting and what's ahead of you, and even like how you're living right now. It's not exactly the same. And so with this, you're losing the patience of like, are you ready to choose me? Are you ready to go in the next step that I'm looking for? And with this, it's making you reflect. You're trying to decide, do I even want to be in this connection anymore? Do I need to cut this connection off? Or can we grow something here? Is it worth me to continue to put my time, my energy, and my investment? Because I'm getting real tired. I'm getting real tired of me just waiting to see what next step that they want to take when I am ready. And so with this, I see the Four of Pentacles. So you're kind of like, look, if you don't want to build with me, then I have to build on my own. And so that's kind of where you're at, where you're like, look, I'm kind of getting fed up. And so if you don't want to be here with me and grow this and see what we can do, then baby, I'll grow my own foundation. I'll grow a life for myself if you don't want to be part of it. And so this is kind of where you're at, where you're like, you know, they're sitting here like this is where I'm at. No one can budge me. This is where I'm at. And so that's kind of the feeling that you have through this connection, because you're like, look, are we going to do something about this connection or not? Like, I'm over waiting. I'm over waiting for you to tell me how much you love me and to choose me and all this stuff. I'm over it. Either you want to hold it down and let's make this work and work out our differences, or I have to move along on my path alone because I know what I want. I know I will always be able to build that, whether that's with someone or with myself. I'm going to have myself locked down. Okay. I got what I need to get going. But nonetheless, let's see what happens when you stop tolerating less and you stop waiting for them to make the choice, right? So if this is already resonating, Aries, go ahead and like, follow, and share this with another Aries. But let's talk a little bit more about what happens here when you really start to choose yourself. So what I have here for you is the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So when you decide to stop tolerating less than what you deserve, you start to break free from this Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is really showing me here is that you're kind of feeling caged in. You're feeling bounded. You're feeling stuck, right? You're feeling is like it's their move. The ball's in their court. So what they gonna do? But you're putting the ball in their court, right? So you're putting all of your efforts, like they have all the efforts, when actually you actually get to decide how you want to move forward. It's not what they want. It's what do you want? Is this person in alignment or is it not? So as you're feeling bounded, there's a need for you to change your perspective when it comes to connection and realize that just as much as they have a decision of what they want to do, baby, you got the same decision that you need to make that's best for your heart, your soul. And when you start to look at life a little bit differently, you start to look at the situation in that light, you're going to see that these swords are going to break free, so you no longer feel bounded, but instead you feel like I have a choice. I have a decision that I can make, and I can either decide to move forward or I can decide to move back. As you can see, that's only the direction she can really go. It's either forward or back. And either way, it's the opportunity is clear. So you can either go back with them and see how we can really, overcome this situation, or is it time for me to move forward alone, break free of myself, and then be more open and ready for the next love that I have, but have this as a lesson, understanding that I have to get in alignment of who I bring into my heart and who I bring into my soul, and making sure that from jump, if you're not in it, then we ain't gonna win it. You know what I mean? And so nonetheless, this is what I'm showing here. Once you start to stop tolerating the BS, right? It's gonna really allow you to see yourself for your worth. It's gonna allow you to see yourself for who you are, and it's gonna allow you to break free from certain types of limiting beliefs that we had, right? Limiting beliefs like, oh, only they can love me. Oh, this is only the real love I ever have received, or something like that. It's like these are bounds. These are lies that we're kind of telling ourselves, and we're blocking ourselves from the truth that's ahead of us as well. Now, with that as well too, you have this Page of Pentacles. So it shows me here, when you start to choose yourself, you break free from the lies that you've been telling yourself, but it allows you to open up the doors of new opportunities, a venture of love that's going to bring you stability, and it's going to bring you opportunities as well too here. And so with that, it shows me here that it unlocks an opportunity within your heart that allows you to move forward in the best way, in the best light possible, but with curiosity and with stability and with an understanding, like a solid understanding of like your boundaries and what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. But not only that, you also have the 10 of Cups. So Aries, it shows me here that you have the abundance. It brings you towards the abundance when you choose yourself, when you take back the reins. It allows you to have the abundant life that you're looking for, because again, you start to decide what's aligned to me and what is not. And when you start to say, I'm going to move away from this, or I'm going to try to, work this out, either way, it gets you back into alignment of what you're looking for and making sure whoever's next to you is right there with you and they're not second guessing anything. They understand that you guys are in this. You guys can grow a life together. You can grow abundance. So either way, this abundant life is coming for you. You get to decide who you want next to you. But at the end of the day, there's a need for you to really work through these bounds, these bondages that you have upon yourself and the lies that you've been telling yourself as well when it comes to your heart. And so that is what I'm seeing here, is that when you choose yourself, abundance follows, y'all. That's always when you choose yourself. I don't know if y'all haven't realized that yet, but I know I have. Choose yourself, everyone. When you choose yourself, that's when you really feel like the abundance of love, of joy, of everything you need is going to come to you. And so that is what I'm showing y'all. But let me go ahead and pull you an angel number and a yes/no question. So y'all think of the yes/no question. I'm going to go ahead and pull your angel number. But what I have for you is 111, which is destiny. And with that, it says, follow what you feel. Listen as your intuition helps to guide you to what you are manifesting. The inner whispers are helping you to create all that it is that you desire. So listen, lean in, and follow your soul. And so that is what I have for you guys. If that's resonating, or if you've been seeing 111, put that in the comments. Let's talk about it. Also throw your birthdays in there, because I always like to talk about that too. So with that being said, let's get your yes/no question. Hi, Spirit. Thanks so much for being here as always. But Aries got a question. They got a question. What is the answer to their question? And that is a no. Yep, that is a no, y'all. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit. Appreciate that. And can you double confirm one more time? What is the answer to Aries' question? Yep, guys, that's still a no. That's still a no. But that's what I have for all of you. So I hope this resonates, gives you some clarity as you move forward. If it does, make sure you follow, y'all. Y'all need to start following your girl. And then also be sure to check the link in the bio if you'd like to do a personal reading. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.